Welcome to Living Fuel TV. I'm KC Craichy. What drives someone to be one of the best at what they do? Well, that's the question we're going to ask Dave Herman today. Elite trainer Dave Herman, God bless you. Welcome back.
Thanks, Casey.
So, how did it start? I mean, how is it that world-class athletes come to you to get better, get more strong, fit, faster?
I think it's a classic case of being in the right place at the right time.
Well, that's all great, but did somebody kick sand in your face or something? I mean, surely something made you decide that fitness and health was really your thing.
Well, I never thought about it through school. In college, my degree was exercise science, but I didn't really think I was going to use it because I wanted to be early in my life, a pro tennis player. Had some few surgeries in an area which stopped that, and then decided I wanted to be a coach, a tennis coach. So I went through the process, graduated, began kind of teaching tennis, and I grew up in Tampa at an academy called Harry Hopman's up in Saddlebrook. Saddlebrook's north of Tampa. Big tennis academy. So after college, I went up there and I said to my buddy Tommy Thompson, I said, Tommy, I want to travel the pro tour as a coach, coaching pro players, right? Can I use Saddlebrook here as a place to do it out of? And he says, yeah, you can do that, Dave, but we need a fitness guy. We don't have anybody. There's 60 kids in this Palmer Academy that are here, full-time students, but there's no one running their fitness program. He says, Dave, what's your degree? I said, exercise science. He goes, you interested? I said, yeah, I'll give it a shot. He said, we'll give you 2 weeks. Try it out. So I went to USF library, I studied, I just started getting into it, and I began doing the fitness for the tennis players. And soon thereafter, there was a fitness guru that came up from a pretty famous guy named Pat Etcheberry he was out down at IMG, ran the program down there.
He's still there, isn't he?
He's actually at Mission Hills now, Mission Inn.
Okay.
And he was driving up, working with Jennifer Capriati and Pete Sampras and Jim Courier and the top guys, and all of a sudden I became his assistant and began to match and mirror everything he did, and he was pretty much the person that really taught me how to train. And then from there I just grew. There was a company that was formed in Saddlebrook called LGE, which was Jim Laird, Jack Groppel, and Pat Etcheberry. They're the best in the business, all three of them. Dr. Laird was a sports psychologist, Dr. Groppel was a biomechanist, and Pat Etcheberry was physical conditioning and movement. The company moved to Orlando, to Lake Nona, met up with the David Ledbetter Academy, and that's how I got into the golf.
Terrific. Terrific. And then where did the bands come into that? Did they do bands?
Well, it's funny. I designed some bands for some football players, like when I was young, like 25, 26, because I had this passion about bands. I just like bands, so I did design some bands that are actually being used by NFL teams now. Different than the ones I'm using now. These had handles and they were big, thick cords. But yeah, bands have been around a long time. But the science now is what you can do with them is...
Well, I would agree
infinite.
that bands have been around a long time, Dave, but I've not seen anybody do what you do with bands. I've seen pieces, but you really are so innovative in the way you use them.
Well, you integrate them. For someone like yourself, you might just take them to the gym and warm up and get your small muscles all warmed up and make sure everything is moving right, that there's no impingements in the shoulder just before you hit that bench press. Someone like your son, Kyle, he might use those bands to increase his flexibility, to increase his speed, put them on with the weights to increase his lockout, his power. You can do so many creative things with the bands. It's not just stretching and toning. It's explosion, it's speed, it's flexibility, stability.
Those are the three that people are having a hard time getting at. They can do tone,
yes,
but the speed and the flexibility and the explosiveness are the things that seem to evade a lot of athletes.
Yes. And the reason why you can work speed with bands, and I've actually seen it drawn up like with graphs, how you can do it. The theory, the science is there, because you can go with a band, you can go after that movement at 100% intensity. So you can take a band and just rip it. With a weight, if you take a weight and try to, first of all, you got gravity. You can't. So you can really go after a lot of speed, a lot of fast twitch fiber with bands.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
Well, Dave, thank you so much. It's been a fun series, and I look forward to continuing it.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
God bless you, and have a great day.